Hello viewers, this is Easy to Learn Microsoft Excel Lesson 4, the 4th lesson in the 5-lesson series teaching you how to master the basics of Microsoft Excel. I'm your instructor again, Vincent Ho. In this lesson, we're going to learn the following: insert word and pictures, sort and filter data, format data, add and remove table formats, spell check documents in Excel, protect data on a sheet, protect and unprotect the workbook. So these are the things we're going to be learning in lesson 4. So let's go to insert word art and pictures. So let's come to switch to Excel as normal. Now lesson 4 and the sample data from the previous lesson. So to insert word art or to insert a picture, let's start with the picture. Click where you want to insert the picture. You go to the insert menu, this insert menu, click. Then you see the picture icon here. Then you click the picture icon. And it opens the window where you find the picture files. Then you can come to any of the pictures. So let's go to sample pictures. Double click it. Okay, now let's take a set of penguins or any picture you want. I double click it too. Okay, I see it's a very large picture, so I can reduce the size. Go to the frame at the edge. You can see where the mouse pointer changes into a double arrow. I click it, drag it down to make sure it is reduced. I pick it, bring it up, a little bit big. So I copy this edge here. I also can reduce the size. Okay, bring it up. You still want to do some adjustments. You move your mouse pointer to crop, click crop. See, it brings a frame at the edges. So crop is to remove unwanted sides. Remove this. Chop off the remaining wanted part of the picture. Yeah. So then click at the center and position it wherever you want it. So that is how to insert the picture. Click outside. Then to insert word art, you still come to insert menu. Click. Then come to move your mouse pointer to word art. See A. Click. Then select any option. Click. And brings out your word art. So you can do what is there. Using the backspace, tag what you want. School, for example. Results. Okay. Then you can pick it from the edge. Move it to any direction you want. Okay, so I taught you how to insert a picture and also a word art. So go to the next thing. Now let's say click on Microsoft over here. So the next thing is to sort and filter data. Now to sort data means to rearrange data either ascending or descending order. While filter data is to take out the set of data you want from multiple data. So let's switch to Excel. Now, let me highlight this set of data mathematics calls. From 80 here, I will highlight down. So I've highlighted it. So now, I'll right click my mouse button. I'll come to sort here. Then you can see where it says sort smallest to largest, sort largest to smallest. Let me start with largest, smallest to largest. Click it. Now it says sort one. Give me a sort one. It says Microsoft Office Excel found data next to your selection, which is true. This data is not alone. It has name by the left. It also has English add computer by the right. So it is connected to other data, but just for the purpose of learning, I will say continue with the current selection. Then I click sort. You can see it has sorted it from the smallest to the largest, 34 to 85. I can still right click it, come back to sort, then I can say sort largest to smallest. See, I click, it brings out the same sort warning. I click current selection and I click sort. See, it has sorted out from largest to smallest, 85 to 34. Now the next thing, we can also sort together names and a particular score, mathematics score. Now if you watch out, you can see it is from D, J, R. This is from A to Z. You will understand that. Let me right click it. Then I click, come here, and I say, it says sort A to Z, which is from letter A. It's using the name to sort from self Z to A, Z to A, so you can understand.
David,
watch out.
Jane, Ricardo, Winston, and Aisha. So when you sort from Z to A, now have Winston, Ricardo, Jane, David, and Aisha. Ricardo, Jane, David, and Aisha. So that is what it has sorted out using the names. So that's about that. Now let me go to filter. Supposing in a set of record I'm trying to filter, for example, in this set of record, let me type 2 records that have the same scores. Like David, Jane has 80. Let me type 80 for David. I type 80. Okay. I come to English. I type Ricardo also should have 75. And Aisha here should have 75. Okay. Then let me highlight. Now I want to filter. Like I said, filter is used to select a particular set of data from multiple data. So I want to select the number of them that have 80 marks, which is Jane and David's. So I click on marks, I right click, and I come to sort. Now the sort here, I can say, I'm sorry, not sort, I'm working on filter. So filter, then we have filter by selected cell value, filter by selected cell color, and the rest options. So we're going to use filter by selected cell value. Then I click. Now if you notice, all the data is gone because it wants me to filter, but you can see an icon in front of marks, like a cone. That's the filter icon. If I click it, you can see it gives me the option to sort, to select any of these as my sorting condition. And I'll click 80 because I want the records of 80, and I click OK. Now you can see the only students that have records that are 80 have come out, which is Jane and David. Now let me undo it and sort using another record. Undo. Now let me use English, and I want to get the people that have scored 75 marks, which is Winston, Ricardo, and Aisha. So I click here, I right click, and I want to filter. I come here, cell value, filter by selected cell value, click. The cone now appears in English. I click the cone, I select 75, which is a sorting condition I want to use. I click it and I click OK. Now you discover that only 3 records that have scores 75 in English appear. So this is how to filter in Microsoft Excel.
Let me undo so that I can continue on what we're doing. Undo. Undo. So we're back to our normal records. Now, next thing, switch software. The next thing is to format data. Now, I click here. If you notice, we have numbers. The numbers here are moved to the right or aligned to the right, or while the letters are aligned to the left. But let's focus on the numbers for now. The numbers here, you see there's a whole number 67. I can highlight it, 67 to 34 for example. I come to this option here under home, which is number. You can see the menu is home and the sub menu is number column here. Now I can select the number. It's already on general. I click this button here. I can select number. Look at what I select number, this is what gives to me 67.00. If I select it in currency format, this is what it gives to me. So you can use any of the formats that are here. See percentage, click, see percentage. Okay, let me select currency. It's currency here. Now currency, I can do some changes here. This is $sign. Now if I click the button, the arrow here, you discover that other currencies come out. Now look at, you have the English pound. If I click it, it changes to pounds. So let me select this other option here under English, for example. I come to this percentage. I can also select percentage from here, this option here. Percentage. I can also select a comma here, which will give me 2 decimal digits. Now it's at 5.00. Now, here you can increase your decimal places. If you click 1, you see it's increasing. You can also come here to reduce it. See that? So you can do that in Microsoft Excel. So that's how to format a particular set of cells of data. Now, next thing we're going to do is to add and remove table formats. Now, click on Excel, click outside here. Now, if you watch this very well, let's see this document in print preview mode. Come to Office button, print preview, and see the document has no format, just plain. Okay, come to close print preview. If I want to add a format, I'll highlight the entire document. Then I can come to cell styles. Click on cell styles here, this icon here, click it. Now, it has so many. Oh, let me go to format table. Let me use this one to clear format table as. I click this. Now, you can use any of these formats. Any of these formats. So, I click this. I click OK. And I click outside. You can see how it's formatted. Now let me check it in print preview mode. Select print preview. You can see this is how it will look like when you print it out on paper. So that's how to select close print preview mode. So you can select any table format. Now let me undo. Click outside. So I'm back to normal. Now click here to find out the next thing to do. Now spell check the document. So just like in Microsoft Word, you want to spell check the document, correct the errors in your document. I come to under I shall, let me type a name that's not correct. Type Jane, J-A-N, but instead of typing E, I
type W and I press enter. Okay, and I type Winston, W-I-N-S-T, instead of typing O-N, I type A-N, that's Winston, and I press enter. So if I want to spell check, I click the first cell because I'm spell checking the entire sheet, and I come to this option here, review. I click on that review option. My first sub menu is spelling. See spelling? I click on it. Now it takes me straight to the name that is not correct, or it suspects not to be correct, and it gives me suggestions. So I decide to check Jane, and I click change. See Winston too, suspects not correct, says Winston, give me Winston, and I click change. Then it says the spell checking is complete for the entire sheet. Click OK. So that's how to spell check a document in Microsoft Excel. So the next thing we're going to learn is how to protect data on sheets. To protect means if you have typed a set of data and you do not want it to be changed, you can protect it in Excel. You don't want anybody to tamper with it. So what do? You go to Home menu, then move your mouse pointer to Format. To the option here, Format. You click it, then you scroll, you move your mouse pointer down to Protect Sheet. You click Protect. Then it will ask you password to a Protect Sheet. So let's type a password 1, 2, 3. That's what we're going to use for this lesson. And I click OK. You ask me to re-enter the password so that to be sure that I know what I'm doing. 1, 2, 3. And I click OK. Okay, you can see it has been protected. Now, how do you test it? I click here. When I try to type anything, it says the cell or chart you are trying to change is protected and therefore read only. Means you can only read it, but you cannot add any value. I try to type something again. I come to this place. I type 8. It's not giving me the same error. So if I want to protect it, I go back to the same procedure. I go back to Format Cell, which is under Home menu. Click. Come to this point of Protect Sheet. And I type the password 1, 2, 3. I click OK. And I can type, for example, 78. And I press enter. You can see now I can accept data because I want protected it. Now that is for protected sheet. Now the final thing to do is to protect the workbook. Protect and unprotect the workbook. Remember, every workbook has 3 sheets. Sheet 1, sheet 2, sheet 3. So when you are protecting a sheet, there's only one sheet that is protected. The remaining sheets you can do something on them. But if you protect a workbook, nobody can access the entire workbook except you give them access or use the password. So if I want to protect this workbook, I will go to Office button. I will go to Save As. Instead of Save, I come to Save As, and I'll select Excel Workbook. Select it. Okay. Then I come to Tools option. And I come to Sheet Tools here. Come to General Options. Now General Option says what is the password to open. I'll type 1, 2, 3, 4, or any password you decide. I click OK. And I type, it says re-enter the password 1, 2, 3, 4, and I click OK. Then I can still save it as lesson 4. I click Save. It will ask me, do you want that this file already exists? Do you want to replace it? I'll say click Yes. Okay, now let me close this file. Close it. Let me go to Microsoft Excel, the shortcut. I open it.
already in Excel now. I click Office button on Excel. So these are recent documents. I click it. Now you see, cannot open. It said Excel lesson 4 is protected. So I must enter the password. If I don't enter the password, I cannot recover it. I type 1, 2, 3, 4. I click OK. You can see it's open. So this allows you to protect your entire workbook. Nobody can have access except enter the password. So it's important you remember the password or you write the password somewhere. So I want to protect it. Workbook. I go to Office button, the same procedure. Go to Save As, Excel Workbook. Come to Tools. Then there are options. You see password to open. So what I need to do is to remove the password. So I just press backspace, which removes it. I click OK. And I click Save. It asks me whether I want to replace it like before. I say yes. Okay, now test it. Let's close the file. Close it. I come Microsoft Excel. I go to Office button. See my recent documents there. Click Excel as before. So you can see it opens without asking me for a password. So far so good. I click Microsoft. So we have done the following. We have inserted word art and pictures. I've showed you how to sort and filter data, format data, remove table from data, spell check a document, protect data on sheets, protect and unprotect your workbook. And like always, I will encourage you to practice this lesson until you master how to use these functions, how to carry out this in Microsoft Excel. Thank you. See you in lesson.
It's time to turn that dream of yours into reality. That's what we do at Entrepreneurship TV. We're trying to build the next generation of entrepreneurs and business leaders by equipping them with the right skills and knowledge they require to become all they've ever dreamed about. So you can help us to become part of this awesome journey by getting us to 1 million subscribers. All you need to do is to subscribe, watch this video, subscribe, like, share on your social media handles. You can also reach us for any kind of training, whether online training, workshops, or seminars by reaching us on our WhatsApp with number 080-2372-4609 or call us on 080-9979-7980 or email us at vincent.entrepreneurshiptv@gmail.com. So, thank you for watching. My name is Vincent Hope. Do have a blessed day.